Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so I did the Ninja Turtles early thought videos, and now I'm going to be doing Shredder and Krang. So this is the Shredder early thoughts video. So let's just get into it. Alright, so Shredder is a melee fighter, 17 health, and he's a move 3. He has a sidekick, which is Bebop and Rocksteady. And they're also melee, so double melee, but they are move 3. Alright, and Shredder's ability is basically at the start of your turn, you always got to place a foot soldier adjacent to you, but not on a space. You place it on the path between two spaces. So I'm on the spaces. And whenever you attack, you can attack a space that's connected to a path with a foot soldier on it. And when an opponent boosts their move, each space that they move that has a foot soldier on it, when they boost, they remove all those foot soldiers. So this ability is kind of crazy. Start of every turn, you get to place one out. They're kind of like small fighters, sort of. Kind of like the squirrels from Squirrel's deck. Because people can move through them and they don't take up space. But they go on the path between spaces, and whenever you attack, you can attack a space that's connected to a foot soldier space. So if you really spread your soldiers out. Now, it doesn't say if... I'm assuming the soldiers don't move whenever you maneuver with Shredder. So I'm guessing they just stay wherever you place them. But after a few turns, if you move around quite a bit on your first few turns and spread out some foot soldiers, you will be able to... being a move 3 and having Bebop and Rocksteady as a sidekick, and then with all the foot soldiers, you're going to be able to attack people. If you set up right, you might be able to attack people, be able to do double attacks no matter where they go. Or being a move 3 and having a sidekick with the foot soldiers will mean you're basically never going to have to double maneuver unless you want to. You'll always be able to catch them, attack them. Which is, the ability is pretty crazy, especially with being a move 3. So I'm guessing he's going to be a very aggressive fighter. And yeah, let's look at... they revealed one of his cards. So the card is All According to Plan. It's a 3-value defense, and it's Shredder only card. So it's 3-value defense. Shredder can only use Bebop and Rocksteady can't. And pretty much it's after combat, your opponent gains an action. But if they don't play a scheme before the end of the turn, they have to discard 2 cards. So this is an interesting card. You're giving your opponent an action. It's kind of like Achilles' heel from Achilles' deck, but instead of them having to win combat to gain an action, and that card kind of, you don't want them to get the action. This one, you give them the action no matter what. But if they don't play a scheme before the end of their turn, then they're going to be discarding 2 cards. So that's interesting. So certain characters like Shakespeare, and if you use Buffy without Guile, so Buffy and Xander combo, then no matter what, they don't have any schemes in their deck, so they're going to be for sure discarding 2 cards after this, although they do still gain the action. So yeah, this is an interesting card. I feel like you're not going to want to play this, I don't think, on if they attack you as their first action, because then they still have 2 more actions and they know what's coming. So then either they have lots of time to play a scheme if they have one, or if they don't, they can maneuver, maybe pick up a scheme, play it, or they could just maneuver twice, so that when they discard their 2 cards, their hand size will stay the same. So if an opponent attacks you as their first action, this is probably not going to be a defense you're going to want to play. But if they attack you with their second action, I could see this being a really good defense. So yeah, that was my early thoughts on Shredder. Has a big hand, though. I don't know how this will be a great defense to play. Like I said before, I made let's say they have 7 cards. They maneuver, attack you. You play this. You want to see those? Then they attack you again because they gain an action. Check them out. You're still getting attacked twice, and if they have a big enough hand, it's not going to hurt them too bad. Although it will definitely, this will be a card that will definitely swing the tides for hand size and stuff, especially for aggressive fighters if they're attacking like this. So I think this is going to be great for... if Shredder's an aggressive fighter, which I'm assuming he might be, this is going to be a great card for being able to get your hand size, to keep your hand size above the opponent's hand size. So this will be interesting. It'll definitely give your opponent a tough choice because they can choose to maneuver with their extra action to draw a card before discarding 2, or maybe attack again, get some use out of that extra action, but then have even less cards for your turn. It's an interesting card. I think this card will help Shredder be very aggressive, which I think, based on his ability, that's going to be his playstyle is going to be quite aggressive. But we'll see.